appreciate each and every one of you, and those of you who circle back to see what you missed, those who came later in the live. So we have some really exciting things to do. I think we have some exciting things to do today. Um, yeah, but I'm excited. So I'm going to do the intro, give YouTube time to do what it do. I'm loving my space. I reorganized. I did do a video. I did take some pictures, and I'm really liking it because I actually do have like more work area space. But hello again and welcome. My name is Dion. I call this the crazy troll nation of YouTube. The crazy, knowing it's okay to be your authentic self in a world where people will tell you who and how you should be. The troll part is not caring too much about the beauty community standards. You set the standard for yourself. Try not to feel like you need to use a certain tool, a certain brand, or a certain technique because that's what they're telling you in whatever video you're watching. Use whatever you want to, however you want to get your makeup on in a way that you are satisfied with it. Here at the Crazy Troll Nation, we believe in self-acceptance and self-love, embracing your natural features, enhancing them if you want to, when you want to, but never feeling like you have to. Love yourself for who you are and for how you look, even when you're not wearing face paint. Hey, Janessa. So that's our motto. That's what we stand for. And I had a note here, and I put it somewhere else. I think I threw it away. I meant to keep it. Darn it. I think I did. So today, Michelle made a request to do messy, clunky eyelashes, and she sent me a video. Because y'all know she wants to get hers as thick and clumpy as possible. And it does look good on her. And so she did message me that she's going to be a few minutes late. I said, that's okay. And so I'm on my phone tonight. My computer screen keeps threatening it. Oh, no. That's not nice. That's not nice. Sorry to hear that. So the note that I have wrote was for renaming my lethal palette. And I had a note that said who voted for what. There were maybe 5 votes, I think. I want to say Sylvia, but I'm not sure. Said it looked like a fall color story. And I didn't know how to phrase that into a name for a palette. And hey, Grace. Michelle said spiced cider. And I think it was Nina that said she liked how spiced cider sounded. Hey, Alexander, how are you tonight? And hi, Gail. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. And Janessa said, hey, Haywood. How you doing tonight? And Janessa has this adverse reaction to like beige palettes, right? So, and we all know this. And she calls it Beige Becky bullshit. I forgot to say that part of my intro. At the end of the intro, I say 2 tidbits about me. One is I curse because I curse. The other one is there's an organism that lives in my throat that randomly hiccups, gurgles, and belches. I try to be aware of it. Just excuse me. So Janessa has this adverse reaction to like beige palettes. She calls it Beige Becky bullshit. And I do kind of agree with that because some stuff is just like, can we just put some color in there? So when I posted this palette on my community tab for members only to have them help me name it, just like they helped me name my other BYOPs from Lethal, Janessa said, well, it's not beige, Becky. It's kind of like Cousin Roberta. And so I really like that. But then I'm like, but there were two votes for Spice Cider. So I named the palette Cousin Becky's. No, I did. Cousin Roberta's Spice Cider. So that's what we named this palette, and this is what it looks like. And so I may do a quick look at this tonight. This is Biome, and I know that because that's that shift that we all know and love. But this is Cousin Roberta's Spice Cider palette. So it's basic, but it has some spice in it. And so that's the name of this new palette. I may do a look today. With this, I want to do a subtle look, a light look, because for the eyelash look that we're going for, so when if you go live, do you have a camera and a mic? Or I just use my phone, and it's an Android at that. It's an Android phone. Excuse me. Thank you, Janessa, for the square. Oh, that is so cute. Thank you. I was trying to get the straw. Those things are so cute. Did y'all see the one where I forget who it was? They sent me a crown, and so I was going like this, and it actually was moving the crown. Y'all, that is so cute. As much as I dislike all the AI stuff, some of it is just so cute. And so, did I miss somebody? Oh, I'm sorry, Moonstar. I read your comment and didn't say hi to you. I am so sorry. How you doing, Moonstar? And so, because we're focusing on the lashes, I don't want to do a dark look. And so for right now, though, while we're waiting, she said she'd be about 10 minutes later. So we're going to just go ahead and slap on a base face really quick. I ordered Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Concealer, and I knew it was different than the Double Wear Stay in Place Flawless Wear Concealer because, number one, the packaging is different. But what I didn't realize until I got it, because the PAO isn't seen on the website, it sort of looked like spice cider. Yeah, Michelle said spice cider, and I think it was Nina that was like, yeah, it looks like spice cider. Hey, Tanya. And so this was $38. I think I did use points or something, because I'm always using points or something. And this sucker, the PAO was 6 months. I ain't buying this again. Even if I do like how this looks better, which I did like the other 4N better under here than the Natasha Denona, I'm not, no. And I will use it until it turns. But just the fact that the PAO was 6 months for $38, I'm not doing that. Like if it works for me for like a year, I would, because even Natasha's is a 12-month PAO, but the previous Estee Lauder one, y'all, was 24 months. And so even if I was rotating it out with other stuff, I still was using it on 24 months. So let's just get started with the base face. I did empty out my sink. I washed my last 3 looks worth of eyeshadow brushes and face brushes. That was a journey, well, a task, I should say. And I did already eat dinner. I did sleep fairly well. What I've been doing is, since I've been home, is that when I feel sleepy, I go to bed. And if I am too sleepy to do skincare, I do wash my face off, my makeup off. But if I am really just that exhausted, I will just get in bed. I wake up every 90 minutes. And so one of my wake ups, I'll get up, brush my teeth. I know y'all like, oh, that's disgusting. I'll brush my teeth, take a shower, do my full skincare, and get back in the bed, go right back to sleep. So that's what I've been doing for the last 2 nights. And I'm going to put this under eye just to see what it looked like. You know what? No, because this one, well, the previous one said to put on top of foundation. I didn't look to see where it says, or when it says to put that one. So I don't know. But I am feeling somewhat rested today, and I got a lot done. I had 4 videos to edit. I edited 3. I have 1 more. The last one is an hour. And so I said we'll save that last because I wanted to have the 3 I was doing done before I came here for our live stream tonight. Yes, I had forgot about it. I did schedule it, Janessa, our collab, but then I had kind of just put it out in my mind. And when you mentioned it last night in your live stream, which I'm glad you did, I did go back and double check, and I do have it in there for my time because the 3 of us are in different time zones. Another thing I realized about these Real Technique brushes, y'all know I love these brushes. I didn't do my brows. For foundation, I realized I need to wash them right away because the other 2 were from like, one was dirty from 2 days ago, one was dirty from a day ago, and y'all, it has stained so bad with the with the foundation. So I'm gonna have to wash these like right away. But I am gonna work on them to get them to look a little cleaner because I cannot stand when brushes look stained. Like it's just like, ugh. If y'all see an orb right here, that's my mirror. And so it's just reflecting up there. Yeah, it's like right here. So it's not my halo, because y'all know I don't have one. You know what I mean? You can't catch us. That Lily can't catch a break. So we're going to just do the brows really quick. You haven't watched it yet. I don't know. I'm missing something, but I kind of want to just get the brows done because that takes the longest, I feel like. I received something in the mail today from Garnier, and I had forgot that they had asked me if they can send me something. It was a while ago, and I did keep the email, and I'm like, oh, okay. It's been a while, y'all, at least like a month. And And I forgot about it. And then when I saw the email, I'm like, okay, maybe they didn't. Because they just asked if I can send it. I'm like, yes, whatever. And they didn't reply back to that. And so today there was a package outside my door. And I'm like, oh, I haven't opened it. I'm going to do that in a separate. I might do a live stream. I'm not sure. Because then I won't have to edit. But I'm already scheduled for like 3 live streams a week so far. I'm trying to see what y'all are talking about. Hi, Janet. Did I say hi to you, Janet? I think I did, because usually you're the first here. But if I didn't, hello. I don't know where you're on the Lily. All right, let me just do the brows. You fell asleep, which is why I'm late, makeup and all. I was just saying how I wash mine off and go to sleep and do my skincare later. Yeah, we are a multitasking busy bunch here. And you are not late. You are right on time. Yo, I'm turning it and turning it. This is all that's left. That little nubby nub. I don't even bother inventorying. Well, I do inventory them, like how many I have left, like in backups, so I can know when I need to repurchase. But I keep at least like 4 in my backups because I go through these maybe like 3 or 4 months. No, probably like 4 or 5 months. But I do use these up for sure, and I refuse to be without them. So thankfully we are doing our base face. I forgot it was Michelle's look today because she texted me to say she'd be late, and I'm wondering like, why is she telling me that? And some of y'all do that. You'll be like, I have such and such, I'll be a little late, which I do appreciate. But I was just like, no worries, we'll be there. And then when I looked at the live, I'm like, oh, it's her request. I was like, oh, okay. And so thankfully we do have our face to do. This one I came up a lot higher than on this side. I don't know why. This side I tend to do on the line of my hair, and this side I tend to do above my eyelashes. Hey, Michelle. How are you? Janessa, I am so proud. I am so proud of you. I saw that you scheduled like 3 or 4 live streams, and I'm like, what? With the seller Fenty, do you think the quality would change? Is it legit being sold, or are they still working that out? I don't know. I haven't even thought much about it, to be honest with you. And it's a brow pencil, so now if they mess around with the foundations, then I might have a problem. I hope not, though. I hope they let her just keep doing what she's doing. That's what I hope, because what she's doing is working. You know what I'm saying? So if they were to start changing stuff, that would not be good for the brand at all. And to be honest with you, if I was her, which I am not, if they took my baby and started making changes that I didn't agree with, I would sell off my shares and just let them have it. Like, seriously. But then the thing is, her name would still be on it, most likely. You know what I mean? But I hope not. But I haven't really thought about it. Because my thing is, if something is working, why mess with it? You know what I'm saying? But then that's what they did with Pat, though. The investors came in, and the stuff just went to shit super quick, it seemed like. And it still amazes me that some people don't know that she is no longer in charge. But, here's a question, y'all. 50% was Louis' share. Rihanna's percentage is 49.9%. Louis' share was 50.01%. So they had 0.1% more than she did, which gave them the majority share. So yeah, if they're saying 50, that was Louis, because Louis was looking to sell their shares. And I think it was to be to one entity, which I kind of like, versus spreading it out over different people. But then it gives that person control at the same time, because it is 0.1% more shares than Rihanna. So they'll have control over the brand. And I think her brand was under Kendall, wasn't it? Under Louis? I didn't even see. Oh, okay, that's that Michelle. Yeah, we got 2 Michelles. So I hope not. But time will tell, because I really do love her foundations. But so we'll see. I'm thinking I'm gonna keep my brows like this. They are way different. Cover up the hair that's right here very lightly. What do y'all think about this? The e-files. Excuse me. I forget who I was talking to about it. Yeah, it was the Kindle brand under Louis. Yeah. Yeah. And so, thank you, Janessa. Because sometimes I say stuff and I'm right, and other times I'm like, I don't know. And this was one of those times. I'm like, I don't know. It might have been my roommate when I was away. I was talking about the e-files. I said, at this point, to me, I don't even know what difference it would make. Maybe it would give the victims closure, but I'm thinking as far as politics, as far as what 45, 47 has been doing, it's not going to change anything. He's been getting away with doing whatever he wants to this entire time. So what difference in that sense would it make if the files do come out? Because anybody with 2 brain cells knew that he was in the files. So like what difference is it going to make that it's out, except for, in my opinion, the victims having closure? But what do y'all think about that? I mean, and then even further than that, I'm like, y'all, he's a convicted felon that got voted into the White House as president. So what difference does this make? Like, we knew he wasn't on the level anyway. But what do y'all think? Do y'all think it'll make a difference, like politically, which is different than closure for victims? Because theirs is not a political stance. It's like, just recognize that this is what you did kind of thing. But, hey, Michelle, so what do y'all think about that? Because it's just like, I don't know, it just doesn't seem like it would make any difference to me. Now, if it was like the first couple months, yeah, but we're like, what, 10 months in, 11 months in? Michelle, your vote won. You and Janessa, thank you for the hearts. Oh, you're welcome. You and Janessa won the title for the palette, and I did already show it. Yeah, I pulled an audible, if that's what it's called. I don't even know because I don't know football. But I liked Rebecca calling it Cousin Roberta, which is beige. What is it? Beige Becky Bullshit's cousin. And so I named it Cousin Rebecca's. No, I didn't. Cousin Roberta's Spice Cider. So this is the palette, Michelle, because yours had the majority vote as far as Spice Cider. But I was just so tickled by Cousin Roberta. And so thank you for the hearts. Viewing on you, I can't seem to get lashes on right to save my life. What's the easiest way to put them on? What brand do you recommend? I don't have a recommendation. I use magnetic lashes. I don't know what brand it is from Amazon, and I also use Kiss lashes and Ardell lashes, and they both have stores on Amazon. The easiest for me to put on is, that's Citra. Hi, Citra. The easiest for me to put on myself are lash clusters, and I purchased them on sale when Blend Bunny had like a 50% off or something like that. If anybody else in here wears lashes and you have a recommendation, feel free to put it in. But today we're just doing mascara. Michelle loves thick, clumpy mascara eyelashes, and so she wanted me to do that. So this is her request. So this is Cousin Roberta's Spice Cider. And I'm thinking to use this today, Michelle, just so it'll be a light look so that we can actually see the mascara. The video Michelle sent me, the girl's lashes was already long, and you can see hers clearly without mascara. So I already know mine is not going to look like hers, but we're still going to try to do the thing. Right, Cousin Roberta's Spice Cider? I'm like, okay. Because I'm like, okay, we had 2 votes, and y'all know this is a democracy. So I'm like, okay, we got to still say Spice Cider. And I did have it written down, like, who said what. And then I sat here and I couldn't find it. But I do remember you had said Spice Cider, and I think it was Nina that said she liked Spice Cider too. It might have been Sylvia, I'm not sure, that said it gave fall vibes. And I didn't know how to put that in a title. But we could have just said fall vibes. But we do have, we have one that says autumn something. And for some reason, I think we have like 2 that are autumn something, but I'm not sure. But I didn't know how to put, unless I just would have said fall vibes. But then we had the second vote for Spice Cider, so that overrode that. Yeah. So Janessa was like, it's not completely boring because there is some spice to it. And that goes to the Spice Cider aspect of it too. So that's our new palette, our newest BYOP, because I rearranged some other palettes. And I think I put it in my Mercari store. Yo, I'll save that because that'll come up again later in a video. I'm trying to get back to doing things linear. The only thing that's not linear is when I do something or talk about something and then it's in a, excuse me, in a video that hasn't aired yet. But as far as videos, thank you. And this is the Fenty. That's why I'm like, if they change the formula, I'm gonna be so mad. Because then I'll have to start all over trying to find something else. So we're going to do this. I do not like, and I knew it was different because the name of it was different. This Estee Lauder. But I don't know, y'all. And y'all know I don't do the whole triangle thing. So it's like, I don't need this tortilla shaped. This tortilla shaped. I'm looking at this like, this tortilla shaped wand. So do I want to take a smaller brush under here? Yeah. I'm going to use this brush. Thank you so much. You want to pat this out. I like this. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This is interesting. It's a little light for my liking, but I do think it'll settle in. Because y'all know I'm not trying to brighten my under eye area. I'm just trying to get it even with the rest of my face. And it doesn't look natural to me when my under eyes are bright because I know that that's not how they normally look. And it doesn't look natural to me. So we're going to use the foundation brush and we're just going to pat that on top. So that should help. I'll get used to it, I'm sure. I'm going to use the brush and pat this out. I want to tilt this down, but the way I cut this shirt, and because I don't have my Under Armour on, I think it does look better under my nose than Natasha. I just know I'm not going to be buying this every 6 months, but I will use it till it's used up. Unless it starts to smell funny. Or the consistency changes. I don't know. I don't know. But by the time we do everything else, it'll work itself out. So what do y'all think about the e-files? Hello, Mabel. How are you? Thank you. We're gonna powder down, and we're gonna use my new Volume 2 Hourglass palette. This is Soft Light. I'm hoping it looks nice under my eyes. This is Radiant Light. I put my single in in my Mercari store, and this is Golden Bronze Light. So I did not have either one of these, and so we're going to see. Do you think, though, Michelle, that it's going to make any difference? The only difference I think it'll make is closure for the victims. Politically, I don't think it's going to make a difference. Do you think it's going to make a political difference? Because we all knew he was already in there. Prison for who? He's a convicted felon and he's the president. You think he's going to go to jail now? And both of my powder brushes are wet. Like, do you think that... Prison, all of them. Because we knew who the names were for quite a few. I mean, yes, there were like a lot more than the names that we know. And even like, I forget, I know I'm going to pronounce her name. Grizel, forgive me because I don't know how to pronounce her name. She was a co-conspirator and they didn't send her to minimum release. So, like, is it going to make a difference politically? That's my thing. I'm just like, hey, Skinny Queen. The most dangerous place on the planet is my Mercari store. I think it's because you know me, Michelle, and you know I take care of my stuff, and you know I'm sanitary, and you do know I got good stuff. I know when I put stuff in there recently, and I hear myself saying what I put in there in my live streams, I'm just like, okay, Michelle deleted hers. Like, is she going to go back and buy some more of my stuff? And I'm safe from it because there's so much stuff like I just don't use because of pressed pigments. Y'all, this still looks just as dark as it did before. That concealer ain't do nothing for that nose area. And putting on the powder is not even concealing in my eyes right now much either. It looks natural. It ain't even cover this dark little patch. What? Okay, no. Not for $38. I gotta see like what I used to buy it with, because if I use like, I know I didn't use points, but if I use like a gift card or something, even if I return it, which I seldom return anything, I'm not going to get any money from it. I think that the moderates that are in denial, it will push them to actually do their research. The moderates. Michelle, if people haven't read stuff in this long, people voted for him, didn't even know what Project 2025 was because they don't read. So and I'm not arguing with you. I'm not arguing. I'm just, seeing how I feel about it, because like, yeah, I agree. He'll pardon himself. But the thing is, they suspended whatever once he started running for president. And so I'm like, so y'all going to wait 4 years until he's not president, then y'all going to sentence him? Really? Like, I'm not convinced. And they screwed around and messed up and gave him presidential immunity. And not that this stuff is within his presidency, but it's like, yeah, SCOTUS is just like, they just, I don't even know what to say. Let me calm down. So we're going to take soft light. I'm going to take a highlighter brush just so, yeah, he's never going to go to jail. He'll pardon himself, probably, if he could. But I don't even think it would go that far. Because if you're going to put him in jail when he was first convicted. Not let him run for president, which I think he only did so he wouldn't go to jail. But that's just my little theory. This is soft light, but that's just my theory. And my thing is, and you know what, there's nothing in the Constitution that if you are convicted, you can't run. And I'm pretty sure like they didn't count on that being a thing in the future from where they were, you know what I mean? So it's just like stuff is happening that like I don't think anybody even conceived the idea of this could possibly happen. So this is soft light over here, nothing over here. I'm like, I'm trying to see and this is my darkest patch right here. I don't think it's making a difference, which is cool because at least it doesn't make it look darker. Dim light made my under eye area look darker because of the undertone of it. And so because this is like very not there and I don't see a difference at all, this is when I will use under my eyes as well as all over my face. Dim light I just use all over my face, not under my eye and not this area because it makes that area look dark too. So I am content with this. And so we're going to take a bigger brush. This is the Sigma F11 and it does fit in this pan. So we're going to put this, yeah, we're just going to put this all over. I do miss not using the super duper big fluffy brushes for these, but it's still, I can still use a bigger brush with this than, excuse me, the face palettes. Like, come on, you open your eyes. I said, right. Even though eviction notice, but yeah, it's just so crazy to me. And so even though like they're, they did the vote, and now it's up to him whether to actually do it or not, to release it or not. But it's like, does it matter? For the victims, yes. Politically, I think no. And so it's like, why is it still a big deal? Like after all this time, like in the beginning, yeah, because he said he was going to release them, and then when they researched them, then he said no. Okay, Michelle. And so that was very telling too. I'm going to release them. I'm going to release them. Biden this, Biden that. And they read them, and he's like, we're not going to release them. That told you something. Oh, look at this area right here. So that was very telling as well. We're going to take Radiant Light, this one in the middle, and we're just going to put that in certain places. Sorry, we're going to use it as a blush too. We're going to put that like right here. So this is a subtle color for me. Y'all see that? Y'all, in the summertime, I learned the hard way. I put this all over, and because I wasn't seeing it, I kept putting more and more on. When I went outside and I looked at my rearview mirror, it looked like a fairy had shit on my face. I was like, oh, I was so embarrassed too. I was like, damn, y'all, this stuff is bright. But it works well for the wintertime. So you see just a little slight little hint of something. There's some angles you don't see it at all. So that's what Radiant Light does for me with my complexion. I do think this would be a nice highlighter for my more melanated, am I melanated at all? For my melanated brothers and sisters, I do think this would be a good highlighter, even though it's a finishing powder. But you know, we, for Hourglass, as people of color, we use the powders for what works best for us, because it don't work how I say, because it don't matches. Hey, Justin, thank you. He said, oh yeah, y'all found out, never mind, I'm not saying shit. Exactly. That was very telling. Because it would be like, okay, you said yeah, then you read and said no. Yeah, he's in there. And people are still just like, CNN did a clip and he was like, oh, I have nothing to do with J.E. Dude, before you were saying y'all were best friends for like 15 years. Y'all, it's just crazy. This is Golden Bronze Light. We're going to use the tip of the brush. I'm like, do you even hear yourself? Because he contradicts himself so much. Oh, that's showing up a little bit. Oh, look at that. Yes, I'm surprised. I'm trying to lean up over the chat. Okay. This is a little something. So this is without. So you see my natural contour anyway. But this is a little bit deeper. Okay. I don't know. I had to meet you first to see if I even get along with you in person. Because I am a character. Like, you might be like, okay, never mind. She is off the hook. So it does a tiny bit. Like, if I didn't want to do barely anything, but I just wanted a hint of I did something, this would be that. And I do actually like this. And it did what I thought it was going to do. The only thing I was skeptical about was if soft light was going to work under my eyes. And it does. Because it doesn't make it darker. So yeah, so this will be just a grab and go. Probably when I travel with, even though when I last traveled, I took my 3 face palettes and I did mix and match Fox and Swan. And Lotus I used by itself. And I actually used everything in Lotus too. Orange Boy really said, right? Y'all, I'm like, I'm just like, and people still just don't get it. And I'm like, all of y'all just stupid? Like, I don't understand. Thank you at one intro, whatever that is. I appreciate that. We're animal friendly here. So we're going to do an eye look super quick with Cousin Roberta's Spice Cider. I vaguely remember Felix the Cat. Is that old cartoon? Oh, my thing just spun, y'all. Who's that? Who's the Felix Stray Cat comment person? Is that what you're asking, Skinny Queen? You know, there's always one, at least, that want to come in and say say something and get attention. So for now, I'm just going to ignore you. That's what we're going to do. I'm going to be good today, Janet and Janessa. Y'all, this was so funny. There was a new person at the thing, and for some odd reason, they reminded me of Janet. The person's name was not Janet. And when I would get ready to say something to them, I would catch myself and be like, oh, wait, like internally. And I would say their correct name, which of course I'm not going to tell you. And so when I did an email thanking everybody, I had put, you know, Janet such and such. And I didn't even realize it. And someone messaged me and was like, your comment was very nice, but that's not her name. And I was like, fuck. And so so I did an apology for calling her somebody else's name. And hello from South Africa. I don't know, but it doesn't sound offensive. No, it's an idol. I don't know what Well, them saying I look like Felix from Stray Kids, like I don't know what that is, so I don't know. Are you older than me, Skinny Queen? I'm 55. Okay, so you're being okay. As long as you're being nice. K-pop idol that makes music. Oh, okay. Yeah, I look like that. Mm-hmm. And so somebody put a meme that I am not even familiar with, and it was from a TV show, and it was an older lady with one of them little not feather, one of them little flowery hats on, saying something to somebody, and in the caption, what it said was, "The only thing I'm going to say is, damn it, Janet." I cracked up laughing. cracked up laughing. I cracked up laughing. I said, I am not familiar with the meme. I said, but one of my channel members, somebody will say something, and I'm starting with a nice nasty comment, and when I look up, the person's gone, and I'll be like, damn it, Janet. Like, I am not familiar with that show or the meme, but that just made me laugh. Because somebody, yeah, they wrote, did anybody think of this? And they put the meme. All I'm gonna say is, damn it, Janet. I was cracking up. I was like, oh my God, like that actually happens. And it has a ring to it. Damn it, Janet. Oh my gosh. I said, I don't know what it is, but yeah, that's funny. That's right, Skinny Queen. Oh yeah, I look like that. They said it was cute. Mm-hmm. Yo, you know what? This is nice. Like it's a very subtle, and we know Hourglass is great for that subtle sheen, that subtle, they're not there. But like I'm glowing. Like this is cute. All right, so let's put this damn it, Janet. But and so I think the person that told me that, yeah, the comment was nice, but that's not her name. Nobody else ain't saying nothing. And I think people might have overlooked it because, listen, y'all people with these Android phones be showing off. I said it. Y'all be hearting comments or text messages. Y'all be liking text messages. I got an Android phone. I can't do none of that. They be putting emojis to something. So I'm like, y'all need to just stop showing off. So there were like quite a few people that hearted it, that thumbs up it, that liked it, but nobody ain't saying that ain't her name. But I'd be like, okay, that's how y'all doing me, right? Okay, okay. Have y'all seen that picture of the tired nurse? That be me after every day. No, I do have an Android, but it's the iPhones that you can like a message or heart a text or whatever. I can't do any of that on my Android. Your Android does that, Dion? I mean, I'm Dion. No, mine don't. Nope. Unless I just haven't seen it. Because even if I press on it, it'll just give me the option to like copy it or something. It won't give me, or to save it or something. It doesn't give me the option to add anything to it. The one I had before this one didn't do diddly squat. Well, this might be the diddly squat. I know, see, I'm like, I'm like, oh yeah, that's me. I'm Dion. Oh, these are some shifty shades. And these are all shades I had before. I'm thinking we're gonna do this one because I want to put this on the lid. This one is cryptic, y'all. Oh my God. And these are so easy to work with. We're gonna be quick with the eye look because the messy eyelash thing, she put on mascara, put it on the other eyelashes, let it dry a little bit, put on some more, and she used at least 2 different mascaras. And so the point is to get your lashes to look thick and clumpy and messy. And I'll just say troll-like because y'all know we do stuff that mainstream beauty tube be like, don't do that. And she was like, I'm doing that. I just know it's not gonna look the same because my lashes are not as long as hers. But we're gonna try our best. Did someone say shifties? Yeah. This one has a little bit of gold in it. This one right here. And this one definitely. This one, you see some blue in here. Depending on the angle, you see there it is, that one. So those are the 3 shifties. 1, 2, 3 in this palette that I see. This I see a tan in person, but it looks like it's like a pink and yellow. But definitely the other three are shifties. All right, cousin Roberta. I'm not gonna use that brush. I do want to be quick, but I'm looking at this and I'm like, now I want to do more stuff. We are gonna take Biome. Hashtag Troll Nation. That's right. You know it. And because this shade does have some green in it, look how that just flows. And even though it is a little darker though, like is it there, is it not there? So it's one of those colors that kind of tones down a little bit in a weird kind of way, especially according to how it looks in the pan, because this is what we see in the pan. So I'm thinking what we're seeing is more of this color than that color. But then when you turn, you see that burgundy-ish. But when you're this way, you see the other color. So it just kind of depends on what you want, want. I want to thank someone, I will leave anonymous, for checking on me last night. Because yesterday's live, y'all, was just weird. Like, I rushed to do the look I did before the live. And when I did the live, I still felt rushed and I still felt anxious. And it was really unnecessary. But I was not able to regulate myself. I was not able to slow myself down. And so thank you to the person that was like, oh, I saw your live and you just weren't yourself. Are you okay? But yeah, and I don't know why. Like, I couldn't self-regulate. And I even said in the live, like, I feel like I'm rushed and I know I'm doing it to myself, but I wasn't able to calm down. And Nina's comment was like, who this? That was our shortest live ever. It was like 30 something minutes. And I'm like, I know, right? Like, I don't know. But as you can tell, I'm feeling much better today. But yeah, that was just weird. It was weird. I was just weird. I couldn't regulate. And so yeah, so, but thank you to the person who checked on me. I really do appreciate that. We're going to take this shade over here. I forgot to tell you, this shade is Biome, and we have this in at least like 2 other palettes, at least 1 other palette. Now we're going to take this one over here. This is Even Fall. They say it's best when you use dual chromes to use 1 or multi-chromes. They say it's best to use 1, maybe 2 on a lid, because when you put it all over the lid, it gives more room for the lights to bounce off of the shifts, and you'll see more of the shifts. But because this shade here has one of the shifts of this center shade, you see how that just goes together. You see how that just flows. And because this has some green in it, so does the middle shade, like the whole lid to me looks like one multi-chrome shadow. And so that's something that you can play with too, is, 1 or 2 different dual chromes where there's a crossover in the shadows, the color, and just let them flow into each other. And you won't have to do a lot of blending because they're going to just flow into each other anyway. So that's something that you can try too. And so you see how, oh, this is nice. I'm looking at this eye. You see what I'm saying? How that purple tone, and then it goes into that blue, and then it shifts into that inner corner green. And I do know there is something to it. You do need to have enough space. The shadow needs to be a wide enough swatch or space for the light to bend off of it. And when I do swatch parties with dual chromes or multi-chromes, I do tend to do a wider swatch so that I can turn it and you can see what it looks like. So there really is something to it. But you can use more than 2 on the lid if you want to. We can do what we want here at the Crazy Troll Nation. Yeah, Janet, I was tired because today's Tuesday. I just got home Sunday night. Yeah, I wasn't right at all. And I knew I felt rushed and anxious, but I didn't realize it was that bad. Until like after the fact, and I'm just like, girl, you was a hot mess. Like, why didn't you just cancel that? So thank you for bearing with me though through that, because I knew I was off, but I didn't realize I was that off. And that's usually how it goes, right? We know something isn't right, but we don't realize how not right it is. And I didn't even watch it back yet. But just even in my mind, I'm like, I don't know if I want to see it. I don't know if I want to see it, but I'll watch it. What did we even do? Did we swatch something? I don't even remember what we did in that live stream. Thank you for the hearts. Yeah, I don't even remember what we did in that live stream. Like, I really don't. It was a blur. It was a blur. We're going to take... Someone said I remind them of Medea from... I said, hello, how you doing? Hello. This brush has no shadow on it. And y'all know sometimes we use this brush. Any domed brush will do. That's not super wide. And this is an Esom V31. It was good. Oh, thank you, Janet. Yeah, Xenon and Retro Glam and the Glam palette. Okay, y'all remember now. Because we did Retro Glam over here, Xenon up here, and the Glam palette over here. Okay. I was going to dip into a shadow, but there's no shadow on this brush except when I'm pulling off as we are blending this line. And purchase swatches. Yo, we got one legitimate eligible entry so far. And I'm excited. Because sometimes we don't have any. There was always at least like one. So we have one so far and I'm excited. So if nobody else enters that's eligible, I know where one palette is going. So you see how we did not put any shadow up here. Just shadow. But it is looking more blended. And we're actually going to leave this like this. I want to put something lower lash line, but I kind of don't because... Oh, you just left your comment, Janessa. Hi, Eden. How are you? Welcome back, Alexander. I almost called you Alexandria because we do have an Alexandria that comes in. So we're going to leave that. I'm not putting any color underneath because I do like how that hourglass look. Y'all like, girl, what hourglass? And that's the point. It's very just, yeah. I'm not going to put anything lower lash line because it's about the mascara. So we're about to get into that. Do I want to do a lip first? I don't know. So thank you, channel members, for helping me name this palette. This is Cousin Roberta's Spice Cider. Then we use 3 shades. Just use these 3 right here. We would use more, but I don't want to cover up, you know, my mobile lid and lower lid because we got to see these shadows. I really like how my new storage setup is. Crossing your fingers. Oh, I think Nina put in for that one too. Oh shit. Fuck. So we're going to use the Lancome Soul's Booster XL mascara base. We're going to use the Beyond mascara from City Beauty. She used another she used like 2 different mascaras. So I think what we're going to do also is we're going to open up our elevated mascara from MAC. And I do like MAC's mascaras. This is the MAC Stack Elevated. So we're going to use these 2 because I don't have another black one. I have a white one and I have a blue one that Janessa sent me is Neon. Janessa! And we're not going to use the brown one, but we could and then just cover it up. So maybe we'll do that. The newest Creative Art with Heart collab, one of the choices is like neon or whatever. And I'm like, I got them neon paints. So you know I'm thinking of doing like a whole thing there, right? I'm excited for it. Nina, we were just talking about you. Janessa says she just put in her entry for Xenon, and I'm like, damn, like Nina I think picked that one too. Because I was saying how we usually might only get one like eligible entry, and I'm like, we already have one. And then Janessa says she just put in for Xenon. So damn it. Because you know I'm going to want to give it to both of y'all. Your ears were burning. So now I'm like, damn. So I love both of y'all. But I only got one. Damn it, y'all. That is y'all color story, though. Because Retro Glam is, like, very pastelish. Very pastelish. Damn it, y'all. See now. Because I was really excited for Nina. Because I was thinking she's going to be the only one. That put in an entry for that. And now we got both of y'all. See, what's going to happen is we summoned her, said Skinny Queen. So what's going to happen is when she has her sale, as long as it's before the 25th, because that's not start my no buy. If it's looking like, damn, yeah, I'm gonna say it. If it's looking like it's going to be you two, I probably will buy another one just so both y'all can get it. Because y'all know I do stuff like that. Damn, and Janessa's my she crossing her fingers. Shit. Like if I didn't know one of y'all, I wouldn't care. But I'm just like, we're gonna go ahead and put the brown lower lash line. That's where there's the. I know, but still, especially if it's only just the two of y'all. You know what I mean? At one Xenon. Because that happened something before. It was two prizes. It might have been the Penzies. It was the two prizes, but it was only going to be like one winner. And it was Janessa and Michelle. International, they were going to get the gift box from Penzies, and the United States winner was going to get the gift card. But I ended up sending Michelle the gift box and sent Janessa the gift card because it was only the two of them. So I'm just like, because since I was going to send the box anyway, and it's cheaper to send in the United States than international, there were no international entries. So yeah, if it's only like two winners, I do really want to accommodate both. I know I don't need to, and Nina said don't do that. But y'all know me though. We're going to put this on top too, even though we're going to cover it with the black. Norman, a normal man. How are you today? I can say I'm doing a lot better than yesterday, for sure. And I can even feel it. Yesterday I was just so scattered. Yeah, I was, and I did sleep well the night before, somewhat well. This morning I slept really good too. And I am pretty much back to my normal sleep schedule. Yes, I do have a giveaway going on. It was announced in last night's live stream. And so you can go back and check that out. And the rules are in the description box. Yeah, and a lot of people miss it. Even when I put giveaway in the title, like people still miss it, and I don't understand. But it's not for me to understand because I believe like we're supposed to see it, we'll see it. Yeah, so that's why I am with that. So we're taking our time with this, letting the bottom dry because we're going to keep going back and back and back and back, more and more mascara. And it is. These lashes, top lashes, are shorter than the top over here, but look how the bottom looking. I love what this does. You're welcome, Eden. I know. Yeah, if there's like 4 for like Xenon, then no. But if it is really only just you two, chances are we'll both get it. Don't yell at me. But sometimes, Nina, it might only be 2. For the Penzies, it was only Michelle and Janessa. Those were the only entries, and one person who wasn't even subscribed. So sometimes when I say it's just weird how my giveaways go. Like it really be weird. It was only those were the only 2 that entered that were eligible, and one wasn't even scheduled. I mean, one wasn't subscribed. So it may not be anymore. I just think it's weird. Skinny Queen's yelling, saying we won't yell at you. Y'all are funny. Y'all are funny. I remember it was a while ago, even though it seems like a blur. I'm talking about 45, 47, when Ukraine was getting bombed. And dude put in a tweet in capital letters, "Stop it right now." I'm like, what are you talking to 2-year-olds? Like, what the Get over there, Skinny. Oh, y'all encouraging her. Uh-oh. I was just like, that don't work on adults, dude. Stop it right now, in all caps. And that was the whole tweet. I'm just like, but then, like, if you think like a child, then yeah, that you would think that would work for other people, even though they're not children. I'm just like, how the fuck? I am de-escalating my emotions right now. So that's why I got quiet, because I don't want to stay on that, because I'll just get more and more hype. So this live stream is a request from Michelle to do messy lashes, extreme messy lashes. And that's why we did a lighter eyeshadow look. That's why we didn't put anything. And I think she did have on eyeliner, upper lash line and lower lash line. But I wanted to make sure that y'all would be able to see my lashes. So that's why I didn't put on any eyeliner. And her lashes were a lot longer than mine. The palette we used was the one y'all just helped me name, Nina. We named it Cousin Roberta's Spice Cider. Because you co-signed on Michelle saying Spice Cider. And Rebecca said Cousin Roberta. Oh, hey, Pierre. Because when stuff is just, like, say it was just these shades, Janessa would be like, oh, that's Beige Becky bullshit. So she's like, it's not Beige Becky, but it's Cousin Roberta. And I just like that concept and the story behind it. And so she said, it's Cousin Roberta because she basic but got some spice. And so yeah, this is Cousin Roberta's Spice Cider. This is the newest palette. And not new meaning have the shadows, but new meaning we configured it into that palette. And the other palette we put into, actually it was two, a 12 pan and a 6 pan that only had 5 shadows in it. That's in my Macari store. Yeah, Janet said yawn. I'm like, how am I going to be like, we're using the yawn palette. And the thing with yawn is, I feel like I say it funny. So it's like yawn palette, yawn something. So Nina co-signed on Michelle. So that's how we got Spice Cider. But I was really feeling the story behind Cousin Roberta. So I'm like, we're going to do Cousin Roberta's Spice Cider. So this is the second mascara. Third, actually, because we put brown under here first. And then we put the Beyond mascara from City Beauty. And this is, I like this brush. And this is MAC's Elevated Stack Mascara. And I do like the MAC Stack Mascaras. Has this happened to any of you where you use travel size mascaras for so long? Because I used them for a while. That don't make sense. And when I went back to like a full size mascara, I had trouble like holding the wand because I was so used to being like right up and close to my face because of how little this is. Did that happen to any of you? Like if you used the small ones for a long time, that then when you go to use a full size mascara, like you struggle with where to hold this part. The logo has changed, giving me flashbacks of the 60 Shades of Tan. I got a palette that was supposed to be multicolored rainbow in 2018. Dion's palette. Says Michelle. Dion. Somebody used to say my name like that. Dion. Some of y'all might remember who that is, but I'm not going to say. The thing for me is like putting on more and more mascara. Like my lashes are crispy already. So it just feels weird to keep putting more and more on. But this was the request, and so we're going to go for it. I really don't think it's going to look messy, though, or clumpy, because none of these really clump. But then if we put enough, maybe it will. Ah, thank you, Grayson. I didn't even see you come in. Hello and welcome. Thank you. And I used to call you Skinny Jean. Yeah, but jeans like the skinny jeans, Jeans, because I do have a pair of skinny jeans. Yeah, I used to call Skinny Queen Skinny Jeans. And somebody else I called something else. And they were like, well, I guess that's my name. Oh, when I was calling Michelle Melissa. She's like, well, I guess that's my name now. Sometimes my brain just be going other places, as y'all know. It just feels crispy. So I'm wondering, like, is it even going on? But then I can feel that it is. And I'll tell y'all this right now. Both of my eyes are starting to burn. And I think it's just... None of them smell strong by themselves, though. All right, so we're going to let this sit for a moment. Yes, you've been rocking it, Michelle. My girls got me with their Black Friday sale. I got like a week left to shop and then the no-buy for 3 months. And it's not anything I want. I'm in this weird place with my Lila palette. It's Norma Dion and we love you for it. Thank you, Lippy, too. So the lashes, like I can see them out here, but when I'm looking in here, like straight, like I can see them on the side. Of course, the bottom ones are like way out there. Oh, did y'all see that twitch up here? My eyes have been twitching a lot lately. I don't know what that's about. Michelle, do you have a preference for what lip look right now? Now, everyone say how much we appreciate her right now. Right? 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 Y'all appreciate me, right? Michelle, do you have a preference for what lip color we do? I'm just giving time with this mascara to sit a little bit. Thank you, Nita. Yeah, they did. Skinny Queen, they went dead silent. This ain't that ventriloquist movie, Dead Silence. Green, says Michelle. Nina's like, right. That's right. Yell it out. Right. This is that brown again, only because I don't have another black mascara, and I'm not going to open another one because I do have a full size. Oh, I like this one too. Fenty mascara. But I don't like to have open multiple mascaras because I want to make sure I'm using them all. Funny story, y'all. Good, says Haywood. When I would say I'm using the Fenty mascara because I'm black, after like months of me doing that, somebody finally said they thought I was they said they thought I was saying I was using it because I'm black, because Fenty is a black owned brand, but since Louis owns 0.1% more, it's actually not a black owned brand. But she thought I was saying I'm using Fenty because I am black. She didn't know that the name of it was because I'm black. I thought that was so funny. And then I tried not to laugh because it's legit, you know what I mean? But I was just like, what? Yeah, no. But yeah, I thought that was funny because it had been months and months. And I'm just like, oh my gosh. I thought that was hilarious. All right, green lip. After we do this layer of mascara, we're going to do the lip and come back to the mascara. I don't know if it's going to get as messy as hers, but I'm going to be trying. I can see why she heard it right. Yeah, I'm using the Fenty mascara because I'm black. Yeah, so it does run together. So when she said it, I thought it was funny, but then when I really thought about it, I'm like, you know what? That does sound like a sentence. I'm using the Fenty mascara because I'm black. Yeah, so I got it after I slowed myself down and stopped laughing. And of course, it was somebody who didn't use it, so they were unfamiliar with it. But yeah, it does sound like a sentence. Like if I say Tower 28, Grace sent it to me. You know, Fenty mascara because I'm black. I mean, so yeah, I did get it, but initially I was cracking up like, what? But and it reminded me how among different ethnicities, we just perceive things different. You know what I mean? And so like among POCs, they wouldn't have heard it like that. And that is what it sounded like, Fenty mascara because I'm black. So it just reminded me how we perceive information different, or how we take what we hear different, even though it is what it sounds like. I'm using the Fenty mascara because I'm black. That is what it sounds like. Dion is very loved and appreciated here. Thank you, Nina. Thank you, Michelle. We're not done yet. We're going to keep on going. Ooh, I got an itch right here. Ooh. Y'all, her lashes were super long, though. I was just like, girl. I recently got a mascara as a gift of purchase, but you have to try it. Which one? The MAC Elevated Stack Mascara? I know it wasn't Beyond Mascara from City Beauty. I don't think they send out any samples. Or the Tower 28. But I do really like the Fenty one. That's why that's sitting here for when one of these other ones. Well, for when this one runs out. Oh, excuse me. All right, so a green lip. Excuse me. All right, Skinny Queen is yelling. Tell her how much you appreciate her right now, please. It's funny. So me and Nina, let's go get the train going. I know you're awake. None of your sleep schedules are normal right now. The Fenty one, yeah, I really like that mascara. I really do. And I like both of them. This one is the hella thick. That would be a nice one to use for this too, because all of these do something different. Because this seems to make my lashes look longer. This seems to make them look more volumized. This is supposed to do both. The MAC one is supposed to do both. A green lip, says Michelle. I was thinking to get rid of, well, not get rid of it, but put it in my Macquarie store. My Lila. So what I did is I copied all of my Lila pictures into a folder and I posted them on, that's not green. I posted them on Instagram and I'm like, these are like really pretty looks, and there is a lot of variety in that palette. And so I did a look with it and I do really like it, but it's just something, and I'm still thinking like if I got rid of it, would I miss it? And I don't think I would. And so I'm back where I was with to put it in my Macquarie store or not. Two of the shades in there are not from there. So I think I got something mixed up from Biba, but Biba sold really quick. So I don't even have it now to like figure out which shades are what. But yeah, this is the most green that I have. So we're going to put this on. And this one says, Notoriously Morbid, of course, Loving the Dead, matte black with green emerald sparkles. No, emerald green sparkle. Okay, that I'll say it for them. Y'all are not playing along with Skinny Queen. We appreciate you. That was good for you though, Michelle, because I know you struggle with not buying my stuff. So I was glad when somebody purchased it, because I'm like, okay, that'll save Michelle some money. But if you wanted that color theory, I would suggest her dramatic palette, which isn't dramatic. Because that's what derailed Biba. Because I had said Biba will always be in my collection or my stash. And then when I got dramatic, I'm like, okay, Biba can go. So as of now, Circle Loco will always be in my stash. I need to pull out Bronze Seduction and dupe that palette. You probably could. What I'll say to that is, yeah, that price. I know, I know. Beyond Mascara. I'm trying to think, because there's only 6 shades in there that are not celestial shades, and it's very seldom that the celestial shades can be duped. And I've seen people try it, and it wasn't quite the same, and so that's why I was hesitating, because I was trying to picture duping Biba, but definitely just the brown and tan shades, definitely. And Biba did have a black in there that I liked, which Dramatic doesn't have a black, I don't think. I could look in it because it's right here. I really like how this looks. It's not like the road is wet. My heater, like after the sun goes down, it starts to run on auxiliary. In the daytime, it doesn't. But I'm wondering, I'm thinking I still want to mention it to the office, because if it's going to run on auxiliary and just stay in low 60s at night, y'all, it is cold. But then I layer up and I'm in the bed under heavy ass blankets. But if my heater is like struggling, or it might die soon, like I don't want to wait till it gets to that. Michelle's loving the lashes. These side, yeah. These top lashes are definitely longer than this side, because I've been putting on the same amount mascara. Now if I had a white background, let me see. Yeah, so you can see this side over here. And let me see. Yeah. And so the top one, sorry for shaking you, up here. But my bottom lashes, y'all, yeah. Hello, Black Widow. Thank you for your content, Dion. I really enjoy your content as you're not usually trying to sell something. I appreciate. Thank you. I do be mentioning Notoriously Morbid quite a bit when I use their stuff, though. But yeah, I appreciate that, because I try not to do that. And I also don't post a lot of sales on my community tab. I used to struggle with that. And somebody said, if they're going to buy it, they're going to buy it. So why not buy it from you versus somebody else? But I still kind of struggle with it because I don't condone buying just to buy. I don't feel like makeup is a need. When some people are like, oh, you need to get this. I'm like, no, we need air, shelter, and food. We don't need makeup. And I do not condone hoarding. So a lot of times, I don't even post sales because I don't want to. And even though I know it's up to them if they buy it or not, I don't want to be the encouraging factor of, oh, I'll get this and support her by using her link or whatever. You know what I mean? And so, is it raining? And so a lot of times I don't post sales. Sigma's still having to sell like every freaking day. I haven't posted them in a while. And also, I do kind of want to stick with sales of stuff that I use that I can vouch for. I will say though, I don't always even post notoriously morbid sales because the shit takes so long to get sometimes, and I feel bad about that. And I think it may just be me because I don't buy a lot of indie. But other people, they're just like, girl, we know we're going to wait for like 4 or 6 months. And I'm just like, damn, like what? I'm not used to that. But I do really enjoy the brand. Natasha Denona, y'all know I love her shadow formula. Her Black Friday sale is coming up. So, this is Michelle's green lip. We're letting the mascara marinate before we go in with the next coats. Is there really rain? Or is that my neighbor's shower? I'm trying to be on a no-buy through the end of 2025 as I've done my Black Friday shopping now. Marinate, gotta let it marinate. Yeah, I'm doing a 3-month no-buy, like Made and I, starting December 25th until, what's 3 months? December, February, March, till March 25th. Have anyone tried Kryptine? You know I didn't. Skinny Queen is a cat looking out of a box. We got 3 people. Yeah, it's difficult to see the lashes, especially the top ones. That chick had some long lashes. I'm telling you, I was just like, damn. So I knew mine was not at all going to look like hers. And she had on black eyeliner, and her lashes was the way that white mascara from Lethal makes my lashes look. That's how her lashes looked with black mascara. Her lashes was super friggin' long. And I'm like, I know mine ain't going to look like that because my lashes ain't that long. And so I kind of felt like this was an injustice to Michelle's look. But y'all see, I am trying my best. I'm trying my best. And they're not even getting clumpy. They're not even getting clumpy. Do they crease bad? Skinny Queen says, no, they don't. Thank you for the hearts. Yes, I'm trying, Michelle. These feel so crunchy. It's like, I don't even know if the mascara is going through the lashes anymore. Well, the wand going through the lashes anymore. Because it just feels really crunchy. This is weird to me when I hear my neighbors because there's firewalls in between our apartments. And so I'm like, why do I hear my neighbors? I think our kitchens are lined up. The one on this side of me, because that's my kitchen. And I think the other side of my kitchen is their kitchen. So sometimes I hear them in there banging pots and pans or whatever. Or just talking loud. Not quite arguing, but just being really loud. But it just amazes me like how I can hear them between the firewalls. All right, we're going to do one more coat, Michelle. She's like right there. All right, we're going to do one more of this. What have we been doing? We've been doing this one and then this one and then this one. So we're going to do one more. I do love this lip. Thank you, Michelle. I don't know why a live stream I did 9 months ago popped up in my feed. I was doing swatches of the Life and Death palette, and I was at my desk, and the lighting was amazing. And I'm just like, oh, do I want to come back over here? But I know it did take me a long time to get the lighting like really good over there. Every time I get distracted and then someone brings my attention back to the conversation, I have a habit of saying a high tone, yes, and then continuing the conversation normally. Because you binge my content, I believe you, Michelle, and I do appreciate that. Because that makes me think of how many other people are seeing like my older stuff because Michelle's watching my older stuff. I do appreciate that. Yeah, but the lighting was so good over there. It was like nice and bright, and I'm just like, wow. It ain't even like that sitting here, really. Got this one eyelash right here hanging out. Y'all see this? It refuses to. Yeah, this one right here hanging out. And we just want to hang out by ourselves and be antisocial. I remember that the first few lives I did at my desk, and I forget why we were doing it over there. I don't know if it was doing something that I wanted more space or what. But I was like, okay, I'm putting this little ring light here on the laptop. I'm putting this little ring light over here. Putting this little ring light over there. Thank you for the hearts. But that video, like the lighting was like really good. So we're gonna do Beyond Mascara again and the MAC again, and then we will just be done with Michelle's extreme messy mascara look, which is not even messy. Like it is not even clumping. It is not, and I'm not trying to not clump them. It just ain't. And because my lashes, like in person, it is more noticeable. Like, girl, how many layers did you put on? But looking where you are, like it is really hard to see. Especially because my lashes aren't long. I'm giving all the love, babe. I appreciate it, Skinny Queen. Skinny Queen, you should join the membership. Because you be one of the ones hyping people up. Time change, everything gets dark at 5:30, says Nina. Yeah. I got up and out the bed today at like 4:30. And y'all know that's super early for me. And it was still light outside. Because usually when I get up, it's like, you know, either 6 something or, well, if I'm doing it live, my alarm is set for 6:30 and it'd be dark outside. Yeah, you did, Michelle. And I say that sometimes. I'm like, she's like, it's $2.99 a month. That's the price of a shot of espresso at Starbucks. I laughed so loud when I heard you say that. I'm like, damn, she done broke it down. It costs a shot of espresso at Starbucks. So she done broke it down for y'all. And then when you think about it, like we do be spending money on stuff. Some of us buy something every day. And in that sense, okay, $2.99 every month is not a lot. But then also for other people, it can depend on, you know, how their budget is. Because I remember saying a while ago that you can't even get a gallon of milk for $2.99 anymore. You can't even get a loaf of bread for $2.99 anymore. And so, you know, it's just, in some sense, it's not a lot. But then on the other hand, it can be a lot. That could be a loaf of bread for the week. A gallon of milk for a week for cereal for the kids or something, you know what I'm saying? Now I got this one long lash just hanging up. And I know y'all, yeah, right here, this one long lash. You see that? This one long hooker lash, just like this one over here. But it still ain't clumpy. It's just that one long. That looks so weird. I had one more coat with the MAC one. I never went. Well, I'm not a coffee person. Yeah, not to, Nina. That I wondered if he voted for 45, 47 because he is not that smart. Like even to think that, I'm just like, he is not smart. So needless to say, after I read him up, down, sideways, and backward and forward again, I did not hear from him for a long time. Except when he asked me if I would meet him somewhere for lunch. I said, I don't think that would be a good idea considering you had a problem with me being sleepy and not talkative the last time we went out to lunch. And so I don't want to put myself in that position to intentionally lose sleep to meet you out for lunch when I know you will most likely have a problem with me being tired and not talkative. He didn't respond back. So like a week ago, and that was a while ago. So like a week ago, he emailed me, some lady on Facebook wanted to get her makeup done, and she was saying, you know, send her all the details or whatever. So he's like, I thought, you know, you might want to I just wanted to send this to you. And so I emailed them back saying she would have to go to my website because there's a form that she would need to fill out. Um, so he wrote back with some page that was not my website page. He was like, "Oh, it went to this cartoon thing," and I'm just like, "Where the fuck is he looking at?" Because it's in my link tree. So I'm like, I don't know what the hell he was looking at. So I sent him my link tree link, and I haven't heard back from him since. Because it ain't nothing to say. It ain't nothing to say. And so I think that's his way, was his way of just trying to stay in my life, with a gauge if I was going to be like, motherfucker, what? Or just be like, whatevs. Because sometimes people do that. They treat you like shit. You give it back to them in a nicer way, because I was being nice with them. And I put it on me. I don't think it would be in my best interest to lose sleep to meet you out for dinner if you're going to have a problem with me being tired and not talkative. And so, yeah, he disappeared after that until this recent thing with the makeup lady. And he was, so he did reply back that he would give her my website. And I'm just like, motherfucker, don't do me no favors. Like, just, so some people will, like, treat you like shit or do something just really off the cuff. And then either when you read them or you just send them something back basic, they'll come back months later just trying to gauge, like, where you are. I don't play those games. Ha, you know my situation. Yeah. Yeah, creeping, trying to see if I'm going to be like, first of all, to see if I was going to reply. And I'm not nasty like this. I mean, sometimes I am. But I was just like, no, I don't go out soliciting people. My website is out there. When I meet people, I do give them my card. But even if I had been on Facebook and saw that, I wouldn't have reached out to her. Like, I'm just, no. Because sometimes when you reach out to people for stuff, they tend to act like they're doing you a favor. And then they be trying to set your rules for your business. And I'm like, I know. Excuse me, no. I think nobody saw what I just said. And now I'm embarrassed for being the only one laughing. Some of us buy things every day. Me on the other side of the screen. Yeah, some people do. So that's why I don't post a lot of sales, because I know there are, and it is true. Some people, if they're going to buy it, they're going to buy it. So why not buy it for me and I get commission or whatever? But I just don't. I just don't feel good about it. Because to me, that's like encouraging. Like, yeah, get this. Here's the sale. Here's my code. Now, City Beauty, I will post a sale because their shit is expensive. This friggin' mascara, I think, is like $30 something dollars. Their lip glosses are $35. I think right now they're doing a buy one get one free, which brings it like 17 something, which is typical for a plumping gloss, and it does work and it doesn't burn your lips off, which is why I like it. I wish that their night oil and day oil was included in that sale, but it's not, because y'all know this dethroned chapstick. I use their night oil every morning, so I go to sleep in the morning, and y'all see me every video. I'm putting this on in the beginning, so I don't even use chapstick anymore. I think I got one in my bag somewhere and one somewhere else. But your City Beauty lip oil dethroned chapstick. So I'm not a chapstick anymore, y'all. And so, you know, I do talk about those cells and Notoriously Morbid, of course. Natasha, she has a sale. I'll post that because I really like her stuff. You have orders you're waiting on, Skinny. Scott Barnes. Yeah. And I don't even keep up on his sales. If I do get an email that he's having a sale, I will post that for the brushes. He don't even have much makeup on there. But the brushes, I definitely like recommend his brushes. Them shit is expensive. That Moon Pie face brush retails for $50. Oh, the hell? I'm paying $50. One of them I got 30% off. One I got 40% off. The other two I got for 30% off. Skinny Queen says she broke. I think a lot of us is heading that way because the economy is it's hard right now. Going to stick with your Fenty because I'm playing. Skinny Queen is funny. They don't got Barnes brushes, man. And I still got a bunch. I remember I sent you a picture, Michelle, because I think Michelle thought I got rid of all of them. And I'm like, no, I still got a lot. And I had enough to share to two other people and still have enough for me to use. And I feel like I'm not using the other ones. But, yeah. So this is it, y'all. I mean, it doesn't look like Chick's video at all because her lashes were longer than mine. And so, yeah. Not this one hooker lash over here hanging out. Yeah, so they didn't even get clumpy. So I don't know if that's the mascara or what, because hers, but then she put on like 38 coats, I think. But in person, y'all, in person, this is a lot of friggin' mascara. In person. In person, this is a lot of freaking mascara. But her lashes were was like super, super, super long. But yeah, in person it does look a little cray cray. But looking where you guys are from, especially back here, it's like, the bottom lashes is bomb, but the top are not, you know. Do I have something black? Let me see. I need something white. I want y'all to see it, but I don't know what to put. Oh, let me see if this will work. And then we're going to go. That ain't working. They still can't even see the lashes. I'm trying, y'all. I don't know. 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 But that'll be it. Thank you, Michelle, for this. It was nice to just sit and kind of just chill out and just chit chat with y'all while I'm dropping stuff. Trying to put stuff back up. And I do really like this lip color. And did I put that away? No, I sure did. No, I didn't. No, it's right in front of me. Yeah, I'm not waiting on anything else to come in. Your lashes would never, says Nina, and mine's barely. You're welcome, Michelle. Dion's eyelashes for playing. Yeah, the bottom ones I really like. Clumsy Dion at it again. Yup, that's right. I saw the Lipstick Lesbians, a coat of mascara is 20 brushes. I thought before you said it was like 27 or something that they said. And I've never counted. Michelle, she on muscle memory. She just be like, and she be looking at the kids. And I actually spin the brush when I put mine on. I start at the base and then I turn the brush as I come up to make sure I'm coating like all the lashes. But she just be, and I be thinking she's gonna poke herself in the eye. No, I did not know that. When you look on this, when you look to the side and look down, or like this, you mean? Put my pasty hand. Like, whose hand is this? Like, what the fuck, y'all? So I'm pink. I'm whatever. I think I am. What is it? It's not honey brown. What was it? I think honey brown. When I was looking at this chart of complexions. So this is like straight pink, and then it's like what the fuck? Like, who am I? The fucking pink hands. I have Lancome card waiting for me. 30% off, y'all. The advent calendar is only $168 again. Only. We'll be looking for the video. I am so glad, Tanya, that you are doing videos again. So now we're doing. Is Dawn in here? If you're not in here, Dawn, and you watching this, we still waiting on you. At least do shorts. You are right, Skinny Queen. We didn't hiccup or burp. And I did eat lunch like an hour before the live stream. And I'm almost done my water. This is 40 ounces. So this is all that's left. It sounds like it's about down to here. Wow. And I had some Skittles. You're absolutely right. I didn't even notice it. Y'all, why at Academy in a class, my hiccups was obnoxious. So the faculty sit up front, and then there's tables and students in the back. The ones furthest back, when I would hiccup, they'd be like, "Are you okay?" The shit was loud. I'm like, what the fuck is that? Oh my God. I was embarrassed. They were like super loud. Like super. Why are they loud here? Is it the acoustics? I know they are, Michelle, but I don't follow them enough. I don't think I've watched them in a while. We're doing for some reason I think it's next Tuesday, because we have been doing them on Tuesdays. So it'll be Tanya's and Kay's look. And I was able to get to the live chat for once, right, to see what was what. And I completely missed the one when Tanya had asked for the look that Patti LaBelle did at the GMA Awards. I think it was a GMA award. So I had completely missed that one in the chat, but I saw that one. And so when I looked up the look, it was just like, and y'all know Patti LaBelle. She do like the neutral smoke glam, the lashes, you know, her blush is popping. And tomorrow I'm going to screenshot so I can recreate tomorrow. How's that? And also, Tanya has said a Thanksgiving inspired look. And I remember I kept asking over and over, like, what does that mean or what does it look like? And she never answered me. So I looked up I looked up Thanksgiving inspired looks, and they were just like neutral eyeshadow looks. So I'm like, okay. And then Kay wanted full glam, including lashes, but then Patty also wears lashes. And so the three of them seem very similar to me. So we're just going to do all three of those in one look. And it's going to be next Tuesday, because Thanksgiving is next week. So I'm like, it would make more sense to do that one right before Thanksgiving than the wait till after. So I think that's next Tuesday. I don't know what we're doing this Thursday. I don't know what we're doing this Thursday. Yeah, so we're going to go. So would I do this again? My lashes is crispy, so I don't think I would do it again. I don't regret doing it. I love how the bottom lashes look, but the top lashes, in person, it would be more noticeable, I think. Or even if I had put on like white eyeliner on my upper lash line, it would have been more noticeable on the top. Yes, I'm just gonna take one. Do I want to take one picture? What I want to do? No. Am I going to take any pictures? I'm not going to take any pictures. You know what? I am, because it is eyeshadow look. Cousin Roberta's Spice Cider. So here we go. And then this one. That one. And we're going to hold up the palette. And these will be my pictures for my gallery. Cousin Roberta's Spice Cider. Can I get in here with the palette? Y'all, this little bit of space is ridiculous. Okay, so that's that. So we're going to go, y'all. Thank you so much. I don't know what we're doing on Thursday. I really don't. But I do believe next Tuesday, since we've been sticking to our members' request live streams, their looks on Tuesdays. So I do believe that one will be Kay and Tanya's. I searched up the same thing, but my granddaughter was on the phone. So the only thing that came up was a turkey face. And I haven't seen any face paints. I've seen like little like turkey feathers, like stuff they would just add on. And I'm just like, I don't know about all that. Yeah, so that'll be that. So thank you again, Michelle, for this. I'll call it an experiment. Supposed to be messy lashes. Thank you, y'all, for helping me name that palette. I really do like the name of that palette. And thank you for being here to watch me experiment with this. Very subtle, nice glow. It's pretty. You know what hourglass do and what it don't do, which is match melanated people. And yeah, so that'll be it. And I'm loving the lip. I love that lip. So we're going to go. We'll be back here Thursday. Tomorrow's Wednesday. So I think that's the collab. Janessa, Grace, and I using Hung Vango Beauty products. And yeah, so that'll be it, I think. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you, replay crew. You know that y'all rock and y'all rock hard. Appreciate each and every one of you. And good night. You guys, love all of you. Love you, Dion. You too, Skinny Queen. And so make sure y'all still watch my videos in between live stream days. And there are a couple live stream days where it is a video going up during the day because of where the placement made sense as far as the timeline. But I do try not to do that. But we do have a couple of those. But two videos going up tomorrow because I had one scheduled and then we scheduled the collab. And instead of trying to shift everything else, so you'll see my regular 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then you'll see the collab later on. So that'll be it for tonight, y'all. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you for enduring my mood yesterday in the live stream because that was awful. But we're going to go self-acceptance, self-love. That is the Crazy Troll Nation way. Thank you, and you will see me soon. Bye. Crazy Troll Nation out. Peace.